Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever been pressured to compromise your faith, whether at school, at work, or in your friendships? Today we're looking at the story of Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel's courage teaches us how to stay faithful to God, even when the world pushes us to give in. Our story begins in the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 16. The king gave the order, and they brought Daniel and threw him into the lion's den. The king said to Daniel, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet ring. Now, Daniel was a man of God who prayed 3 times a day. One day King Darius passed a law that everyone must worship him and not pray to any other god. But Daniel continued to pray to God, so he was put into a lion's den. Now, imagine being thrown into a pit full of hungry lions. That's exactly what happened to Daniel, but look at how he responded. In verse 10 he prays to God, acknowledging that God is in control. Then he asks God to remember him. Daniel had faith that God would deliver him. At the first light of dawn, the king got up and hurried to the lion's den. When he came near the den, he called to Daniel in an anguished voice, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "May the king live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight." So Daniel was found innocent in God's sight, because he lived a pure life submitted to God, and he trusted in God completely. After spending a whole night with lions, guess what? No scratches, no bites, nothing. You see, when you're faithful to God, he will be faithful to you. Now, King Darius was amazed. He ordered the stone to be removed from the den and pulled Daniel out, and Daniel walked away unharmed. The king was astonished, praised Daniel's God, and commanded that Daniel be lifted up and rescued. Later, Daniel was given an even higher position in the kingdom. Let's pause for a moment and think about this amazing story. What does it mean for us today? Well, here are a few important lessons. First, sometimes faithfulness doesn't lead to comfort. Daniel's obedience to God led him to the lion's den, but his faith helped him through the difficult situation. Second, God is with us in the den. Daniel didn't face the lions alone. God sent his angel to shut their mouths. Whatever struggles you go through, whether it's fear, temptation, or opposition, remember that God is with you. Third, consistency builds courage. Daniel didn't start praying when the law was passed. He had been faithful all along. This consistent walk with God gave him the strength to stand firm when the test came. Fourth, our faith can be a powerful witness. King Darius witnessed God's power in Daniel's life and later praised God. When you stay faithful to God in difficult situations, you have the opportunity to show others the difference that God makes in your life. In conclusion, Daniel's story reminds us that being faithful to God doesn't guarantee that we won't face challenges. In fact, it may lead to tough times, like the lion's den. But it also means that we'll never face those times alone. God will be with us, strengthening us, comforting us, and delivering us. So whatever difficulties you're going through right now, hold fast to your faith in Jesus Christ, trust in his word. Remember that he loves you and has overcome the world. If this message encouraged you, please like the video and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can receive notifications when we post new videos. Thanks for watching. God bless you. And remember, Jesus loves you.